The phone rang at 4:47 a.m. I know the exact minute because the old mantel clock had just chimed its half-hearted fourth note, and the furnace was still clicking itself awake. At 68, sleep is a fickle guest. Comes late, leaves early, and never stays the whole night. I was in my rocking chair by the window, wrapped in Elijah's old navy blanket, watching the frost crawl across the glass like slow fingers. The screen lit up. Jalen. My grandson doesn't call before noon unless the world is ending. I pressed the phone to my ear. Baby, what's wrong? His voice trembled like a leaf in wind. Grandma. Don't wear the blue scarf today. Promise me. I laughed, soft, automatic. Jalen, it's 20 degrees out. That scarf's the only thing keeping my neck from snapping off. Please, he whispered. Just trust me. You'll understand soon. The line went dead that I stared at the coat rack by the door. There it hung. My sister Ruth's last gift before the cancer took her. Soft wool, sky blue, with tiny white snowflakes she'd embroidered herself. I'd worn it every winter for 12 years. It was more than warmth. It was memory. But Jalen didn't cry wolf. Not ever, so I left it. Pulled on the old brown wool coat instead. Elijah's, moth-eaten at the cuffs, zipper half busted. It smelled like cedar and pipe smoke and the man I'd buried 15 years ago. Familiar. Safed up by 8:55 a.m. I was trudging the half-mile dirt path to the county road. The bus to town came at 9:15 on Tuesdays and Fridays. My routine since I sold the truck. Doctor's appointments, pharmacy, the little diner where Miss Lorraine still gave me extra gravy. But when I reached the bend, I stopped, flashing lights. 4 sheriff's cruisers. Yellow tape snapping in the wind. The metal bus shelter. 3 walls, 1 bench, graffiti from 1998, was cordoned off that embodied a woman, face down in the snow. And around her neck, my blue scarf. My knees buckled. Deputy Rawls. Big belly, bigger ego, caught my arm. Ms. Cora, you can't be here. I stared past him. The scarf was knotted tight, soaked dark at the throat. Clean. Who is she? My voice didn't shake. Not yet. No ID yet, he said too quick. But she had this. He held up a plastic evidence bag. Inside, a folded document. I didn't need to read it to know. County seal. My name in bold. Last will and testament of Cora Lee Jackson. Leaving my 40 acres, the house, the barn. Everything to my son's wife Delphine. Signed in my handwriting. I laughed. One sharp bark. That's a lie. I'd sooner burn this land than give it to that woman. Rawls's eyes flicked away. We'll need you to come in for a statement. I went. Not because I wanted to. Because I had to see how deep the rot went. The precinct smelled like burnt coffee and bleach. They put me in the little room with a humming fluorescent light and the mirror that wasn't a mirror. Detective Haskins, young, slick city shoes, sat across from me. Mrs. Jackson, the will was notarized 3 weeks ago. Your signature. Witnesses. Even a video. Show me. He slid a tablet over. Grainy footage. A woman in a blue scarf, back to the camera, signing papers at the bank. Same height. Same stooped shoulders. Same shaky left hand. But it wasn't me. I leaned closer. Look at the ring finger. Left hand. I lost that joint to arthritis in '09. Can't bend it. That woman can. Haskins paused the video. Zoomed. The finger bent clean. He didn't apologize. Just closed the tablet. We'll need to hold you for questioning. On what charge? Suspicion of fraud. And possible involvement in the murder. I laughed again. This time it hurt. They kept me 6 hours. No phone call. No lawyer. Just stale crackers and water in a paper cup at 3:12 p.m. The door opened. Sergeant Malik Adaro, my high school lab partner, now county sheriff, walked in. Gray at the temples. Same squint. Cora, he said quietly. What the hell's going on? Told him. Everything. Call. The scarf. The will. The video. He listened. Didn't interrupt. When I finished, he rubbed his jaw. Rawls is Delphine's cousin. Did you know? I hadn't. But it fit. And the notary. Dead woman's name is Marlene Tate. Worked at the title office. Fired last month for irregularities. Meaning she forged for the right price. Malik nodded. Jalen's phone's off. We can't reach him. My stomach dropped. He's at his daddy's in Columbus. With Delphine. Malik's eyes darkened. I'll send a car. They let me go at dusk. No charges. Malik drove me home himself. The cruiser smelled like vinyl and pine air freshener. Your land's worth $2 million to developers, he said. Delphine's been meeting with Pinnacle Holdings. They want to build condos. My husband's buried under that oak. They'll pave over him. Not if I can help it. We pulled into the driveway. The porch light was on. Someone had been here. Inside, the house felt wrong. Drawers half open. Papers scattered. My recipe box dumped on the floor. They were looking for something that I went straight to the wood stove. The ashes were warm. I raked them with the poker. A flash of silver. A USB drive. Half melted but intact that I wrapped it in foil. Tucked it in my brassiere. Old habits from the 70s that night. Jalen texted from a burner. Meet me at the old corn crib. Midnight. Come alone. Bring the scarf. *** strawberry summer. Our code. When he was 6, we gorged on berries until we were sick. Meant. *** this is real. This is life or death. *** I didn't tell Malik. Not yet. I put on Elijah's coat. Slipped the USB in my pocket. Took the blue scarf from the rack. Blood-stained, evidence-bagged, but returned to me with a smirk by Rawls. I wore it like armor. The corn crib sat in the back 40, half collapsed, roof sagging like a tired horse. Moonlight cut through the slats in silver bars. Jalen was inside, hood up, shaking. 19 going on 40. Grandma. He hugged me so hard my ribs creaked. I'm sorry. I didn't know it would. Tell me. He spilled it like water from a cracked bucket. Delphine married my son Marcus for the land. Always had a plan. Marlene was her inside woman at the title office. They stole the scarf from my line 3 days ago. Filmed the fake will signing. Paid Marlene $50,000. But Marlene got greedy. Wanted more. Threatened to talk. So Delphine had her killed. Made it look like me. Jalen found the USB in Delphine's purse. Emails. Bank transfers. A video of Delphine laughing. * old folks die. Land doesn't. * he burned a copy. Hid the original. Then called me. Why didn't you come to me? She said she'd frame you for murder. Said she had cops. Rawls. Course. Headlights swept the field. 2 trucks. No sirens. We ducked behind the corn crib. Rawls stepped out first. Then Delphine. Sleek coat, boots, hair perfect even at midnight. And Marcus, my son, is red. Hands in pockets. Cora, Delphine called, sweet as poison. We know you have it. Give us the drive. Look away. Live in the house. We'll even pay your taxes. Marcus wouldn't meet my eyes that I stepped into the moonlight. You'd kill your own mother for condos. Delphine smiled. Progress, Cora. You're just in the way. Rawls raised a gun. Drive. Now. I pulled the scarf from my pocket. Held it up. This what you want? Delphine's eyes flashed. Where's the real one? Smiled. Already in the cloud. Sent to Malik. To the Cleveland plane dealer. To the FBI tip line. Rawls cocked the gun. Then sirens. Red and blue strobing through the cornstalks. Malik's voice boomed. Drop it, Rawls. Hands up. Kiss. Rawls fired, wild, into the dark. Marcus tackled him. Delphine ran. I didn't. I stood in the moonlight, scarf in hand, and watched my daughter-in-law sprint through the snow like a fox with no hole. They caught her at the fence. Face in the mud. Screaming about lawyers. The USB had everything. Emails timestamped. Bank wires from Pinnacle Holdings. A second video. Delphine and Rawls in a motel counting cash. Marlene's murder. Planned, paid, executed by a hired man from Dayton. He flipped the next day. Delphine got life. Rawls, 25. Marcus. Accessory after the fact. 5 years. First offense. Broken man. Pinnacle Holdings collapsed under federal scrutiny. My land stayed mine. Spring came slow. I planted strawberries in the back plot. Same patch Jalen and I gorged in when he was 6. He moved back home. Dropped out of college. Got a job at the co-op. We don't talk about Delphine. Or Marcus. Not yet. Some nights I sit on the porch with a blue scarf in my lap. Washed clean. Snowflakes still perfect. I wear it now. Not for warmth. For memory. For Ruth. For the woman who almost died in my place. Malik stops by on Fridays. Brings pie. We drink coffee. Watch the corn grow. One evening he asks, "You scared?" Think about it. No. Tired. But not scared. He nods. Good. I keep the USB in a mason jar under the floorboard. Just in case. The bus still comes at 9:15. I ride it every Tuesday. Wear the brown coat. The scarf stays home. Some knots can't be untied with kindness. Sometimes you cut the rope. And sometimes you burn the whole damn field.